Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin, wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Yang berbahagia Tun Daim Zainuddin yang belum tiba, Distinguished Advisor to the Government, Yang Berhormat Senator Liew, Tong, Deputy Defence Minister, Yang berbahagia Jeneral Tan Sri Datuk Seri Panglima Haji Zulkifli bin Haji Zainal Abidin, Chief of the Defence Force, Distinguished Representative of the Chief of the Services, Datuk-Datuk, Datin-Datin, Professors, Officers, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming here today for the first Perwira Dialogue hosted by MIDAS, MIAF, and EAIR. Today's dialogue is the first in series of public engagement which MIDAS plans to do for the Defence White Paper. In our effort to engage the public directly on defence matters, we will have a series of public dialogues and public commentary to be published in newspapers. The new government strongly believes that public engagement is crucial to our defense policy. For this reason, the Ministry of Defense will produce a defense white paper for the very first time. The purpose of the white paper is to guide the nation towards a comprehensive new paradigm toward defense and security. We aim to complete the white paper by September and present it in Parliament. Why do we need a defense white paper? It is a policy document designed to provide consensus among the defense agencies so that they can focus toward a common goal, defending and securing the country. It is also a channel for the public to involve themselves with something that was previously considered a very exclusive part of our national discourse. The Defence White Paper will be an unclassified document that all Malaysians can read and discuss. By doing so, we will give the public necessary information to hold the Defence Ministry accountable in what we do. Similarly, the Ministry's Track 2 engagement series on the Defence White Paper will make public key concepts and ideas that are important to the understanding of the Defence White Paper. The commentaries and dialogue will tackle topics regarding our geopolitical environment, defense diplomacy, strategies and organization of our armed forces, their welfare, and the structure of the defense industry. Ladies and gentlemen, today's topic is about navigating the race of the Thucydides trap. The Thucydides trap is an ancient prediction that when one great power rises, it will threaten the current great power and lead to war. In the context of today, China is said to be the rising great power. It is no secret that China's rise has affected the existing superpower, which is the United States of America. The shifting relationship between US and China continues to have great impact on East Asia because US influence extends beyond its borders. US has been comfortable exercising this power. US was the unchallenged after the fall of the Soviet Union until now. Today, the reported growth rate of China economy only 6% for prediction for this year. So it will affect economic growth and economic activity throughout ASEAN and throughout the world. On the other hand, China's rise in the last 2 decades has given a greater hard and soft power to spread its influence and challenge America. This issue will be discussed by our first panel, consisting of Dr. Brian Brish from Lickner University in Hong Kong, Professor Zai Kun from Beijing University, and Mr. Zhu Yicheng, CEO of Sidai Group in Taiwan. They will be moderated by Professor Dato' Wu Wing Tai from the Jeffrey Chen Institute of Southeast Asia and Sunway University. Currently, China and America contention with each other have remained mostly in the economic sphere. There has been a 90-day truce in the trade war, but there was also recent arrest and counter-arrest of Chinese nationals abroad and Western nationals in China. It will be interesting to see how this develops, especially Huawei issue. Malaysia is positioned in the middle of all of this. We are a small state in comparison to these two superpowers. So are our ASEAN neighbors, all small powers. We have limited choices in exercising power to influence the international system. Because of this, we must be careful in our response to decisions made by the great power. Both actors are unpredictable. This makes policy planning more difficult for ASEAN states. Our second session panel today will explore this problem. The panelists will discuss the option of Malaysia and other Southeast Asia states. Our panelists are Mr. Paul Dominguez, who is from the Philippines and is the alternate executive director from the ASEAN Development Bank. Professor Joseph Liew from Rajaratnam School in Singapore, and Dr. Philip Vermont from the Center of Strategic and International Studies from Indonesia. They will be moderated by Venerable Professor Dr. B.A. Hamza from UPNM. Lastly, our third session will be summarize the perspective from the first and second session. The panelists are Vice Admiral Datuk Ganesh Nabaratnam, the Chief of Executive of MIDAS, Dr. Kwek Cheng Chui from UPNM, and Mr. Shahariman Lokman from ISIS Malaysia. Bukan ISIS Middle East, ISIS. Finally, we will have closing remark by Dr. Karminder Singh, the Deputy Secretary General of Management of MIDAS. Ladies and gentlemen, the topic today is quite heavy, but it will be a major step forward into a brave new world of Malaysia defense policy. I look forward to listening the discussion, and thank you very much for everybody and who participate in this program. Thank you very much. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.